Welcome back to Narrations. Tonight's movie is gentle, cozy, and quietly empowering, a Christmas story about believing in yourself, embracing who you are meant to be, and discovering that magic often comes from within. This is Noelle, a modern holiday tale about family, tradition, and finding your own North Star. High above the clouds, tucked between shimmering auroras and endless snowfall, lies the North Pole, a place where Christmas magic hums softly in every corner. Candy canes grow like trees, snowflakes sparkle with purpose, and the sound of sleigh bells echoes gently through the air. At the heart of it all is Santa Claus, a role passed down faithfully from generation to generation. This year, however, change has arrived. Santa has passed away, leaving behind two children, Nick and Noelle Kringle. Nick is next in line to become Santa. He has the beard, the boots, the responsibility, but not the confidence. The weight of tradition presses heavily on his shoulders. Every morning, Nick trains to become Santa, practicing his ho-ho-hos, learning to manage the elves, and studying the logistics of Christmas. But nothing feels natural to him. His hands tremble. His voice cracks. The joy feels forced. Noelle, on the other hand, glows with pure Christmas spirit. She wears bright red sweaters, loves decorating endlessly, and believes wholeheartedly in the magic of the season. She supports her brother with boundless optimism, encouraging him at every step, even as she quietly wonders why she was never considered for the role herself. Their mother gently reinforces tradition: Santa is always male, and change is not part of the plan. Noelle smiles and nods, hiding her thoughts, accepting the story she's been told her whole life. As Christmas approaches, Nick's stress worsens. He struggles with anxiety, exhaustion, and self-doubt. One night, overwhelmed and panicked, he disappears, leaving behind only his hat and a trail of worry. Noelle is heartbroken. Without Nick, Christmas cannot happen. And for the first time, the responsibility does not feel theoretical, it feels urgent. Believing she can help, Noelle sets out into the human world to find her brother and bring him home. Accompanied by Polly, the family reindeer with a playful spirit, she leaves the North Pole behind, trading snow-covered magic for the unfamiliar warmth of the real world. Noelle arrives in Phoenix, Arizona, a place so sunny and warm it feels like the opposite of everything she knows. She marvels at palm trees, swims in hotel pools, and experiences the chaos and wonder of human life for the first time. She befriends a kind and gentle single father named Jake, whose warmth and sincerity remind her what Christmas truly means: connection, kindness, and love. Meanwhile, Noelle discovers the truth about Nick. He hasn't run away because he is lazy or careless. He ran away because he is terrified. He does not want to be Santa. The role suffocates him. The expectations overwhelm him. He wants a quiet life, free from pressure, something he believes he can never have. As days pass, Noelle begins to see the world, and herself, differently. Away from the North Pole's rigid traditions, she realizes how much joy and leadership she naturally carries. She comforts strangers, spreads kindness effortlessly, and brings light wherever she goes. Back at the North Pole, panic sets in. The elves grow anxious. Christmas deadlines loom. Without a Santa, the entire operation is at risk. Noelle races against time, torn between duty and compassion. She wants to save Christmas, but she also wants her brother to be happy. For the first time, she questions whether following tradition is worth sacrificing someone's heart. As Christmas Eve draws closer, Noelle stands at a crossroads. She must decide whether to force Nick back into a role he cannot fulfill, or embrace a truth that could change Christmas forever. Snow begins to fall in Phoenix, an impossible miracle. And Noelle senses that something extraordinary is about to happen. Because sometimes, the person meant to carry the magic was never the one tradition expected. Snow continues to fall softly in Phoenix, dusting palm trees and sidewalks in a quiet miracle that makes people stop and look up in wonder. Noelle stands beneath the glowing streetlights, heart full and restless, realizing that magic does not belong to one place. It follows belief. It follows kindness. She finally finds Nick living a simple, peaceful life, working at a yoga studio, smiling freely for the first time in years. He looks lighter, happier, unburdened by expectations. When Noelle reaches him, she does not scold or beg. Instead, she listens. Nick confesses what he has never dared to say out loud. He doesn't feel like Santa. He never has. The pressure makes him feel small, broken, unworthy. He is tired of pretending, tired of disappointing everyone by being someone he is not. Noelle feels her heart ache for him. In that moment, she understands the truth she's been circling all along. Christmas cannot be saved by forcing someone into a role that destroys them. It can only be saved by letting people become who they truly are. Back at the North Pole, the elves panic as Christmas Eve arrives. The sleigh sits silent. The reindeer grow restless. Time slips away like melting snow. No Santa has ever missed Christmas before, and the idea terrifies everyone. Noelle makes her decision. She helps Nick return, not as Santa, but as himself. When they arrive at the North Pole, chaos surrounds them. The elves are overwhelmed, confused, and desperate. Nick steps forward bravely and does something unexpected. He takes off the Santa suit. With calm honesty, he tells them the truth: he cannot be Santa. But that does not mean Christmas must end. He looks to his sister, voice steady and sure, and says what no one has ever said before. Noelle can do it. The room goes silent. Doubt ripples through the crowd. Tradition has never allowed this. Santa has always been a man. Always followed the same path. But as the elves look at Noelle, they see what has always been there: her joy, her compassion, her leadership, her unshakable belief in Christmas. Noelle hesitates, overwhelmed by the weight of the moment. She has been told her whole life that she exists to support, not to lead. That she is meant to cheer, not to carry responsibility. Fear creeps in. Then she remembers the children she helped. The strangers she comforted. The warmth she brought wherever she went, without trying, without effort. She steps forward. The suit fits. The sleigh roars to life. As Noelle takes the reins, magic surges through the North Pole brighter than ever before. The elves cheer. The reindeer leap into the sky. Snow sparkles like stardust as the sleigh lifts off, slicing through the night with confidence and joy. For the first time, Noelle is not following tradition. She is redefining it. Across the world, children sleep with hopeful hearts as Noelle delivers gifts with grace and wonder. She moves effortlessly, guided not by rules, but by instinct and love. Chimneys glow. Laughter echoes softly through homes. Christmas is alive. Nick watches from the North Pole, smiling with relief and pride. He has found his place too, not as Santa, but as someone who supports the magic in his own way, free and content. As dawn approaches, Noelle completes her final delivery and looks out over the sleeping world, heart full and steady. She knows now that Christmas is not about who came before. It is about who steps forward when the moment calls. She returns home to cheers, warmth, and joy. The North Pole feels renewed, not broken by change, but strengthened by it. Later, Noelle visits Jake and his son, sharing a quiet, heartfelt moment that hints at a future built on love and possibility. Christmas has given her more than a role, it has given her purpose. As snow falls gently over the North Pole, Noelle smiles, confident and calm, fully herself at last. Because Christmas magic was never about the suit. It was never about tradition alone. It was always about believing, in others, and in yourself. And on that night, Christmas found a new kind of Santa. One who had always been ready. If you enjoyed this narration, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Narrations, where comfort, warmth, and timeless stories come alive.